never mind. Hello there, lovely people of the universe. It is EDITH here, and today I'm going to be doing a video which I have been working on for a couple weeks now, and I literally mean a couple weeks now because the idea started ever since we made this channel that I wanted to do this video. It just never came about, and the reason why it never came about was because okay, I work. I have a job now, which is incredible, awesome. I'm making money today. Yeah. Okay, not too much, but you know, at least I have a job now. And so I haven't been busy with that, and every time I get home from my job, like, there's always people in the house, so I never have a chance to make a video because they already know I have a YouTube channel, the people who live with me, and they already know that I make videos. They don't, like, I don't know. I've never made a video in front of anybody that wasn't my mom, so yeah. So I'm still trying to figure it out what I'm going to do. There's nobody home right now, so I am making a video. I was like, yes. As soon as the last person in the house left, I was like, okay, this is my chance. I need to get ready, which took me like 2 hours, but whatever. And I need to get my camera ready. I needed to delete all my pictures because my stupid iPhone, I filled it up. It had more than 2,000 pictures, including videos. And I had to delete, and I have to pass them all onto my computer and then delete them one by one because, not one by one, but you know how you like click select on your little pictures and then select a whole bunch of them and then delete them, because I have no idea how to delete all of them, like the whole bunch, because I'm dumb. Also, excuse my room background and excuse the mirror right there. I literally am experimenting with everything. But let's get on to it. This video is going to be about my eating disorder because I do want to do a weight loss series, and I feel like the right way to start a weight loss series excuse me. I felt like the right way to start the weight loss series was for me to talk about why I kind of have to do this in the first place. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. It looks like I have a scratch right there. It's actually just a little pimple, but sorry. Anyway. So I do want to talk to you guys about how we got here in the first place and let you guys know how I've struggled with food in the past, because me and food my homie food, we haven't had a really good relationship. That's why I want to talk to you guys about it, and we'll do this weight loss series because I do want to lose weight, but I also feel like I don't have a lot of self-control when it comes to food, okay? As a matter of fact, right now I'm carrying a hot dog. So yeah, so let's get on to it, shall we? Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to be starting, just taking you guys on a journey through me and food's relationship because it's been a pretty interesting one. Okay, so let's start to what I remember, okay? Even though I don't remember a lot of things, but okay, so when I was little, as a child, I wasn't overweight, I wasn't obese or anything like that. I ate pretty normally, you know, I ate when the time came. I didn't usually consume a lot of junk food. I lived in Mexico at the time with my parents, so I would only eat what I had to eat. You know, I didn't like crave a lot of things, not that I remember, although one time when I turned 6 or 5 or something like that, me and this friend ate a whole, like, half the cake before I even blew out my candle. Like, my mom and the lady were at the store, like, my mom was at her, like, at work, and me and my friend were left alone in the house with this huge Powerpuff Girls cake, which is incredible. I used to love the Powerpuff Girls, and my cake was Powerpuff Girls themed. So we ate, like, with just our finger. We started licking the icing off until, like, we had poor old Bubbles' face, okay? We just, like, tore, like, 1/3 of the cake apart. Just me and her. But I didn't have any cravings. Anyway, back to the subject, right? I didn't have any cravings, like, ow, ouch, I have a little cut on my finger. But I didn't have a lot of cravings and stuff like that as a child. I was fairly normal weight. I will put up some pictures if I can of myself. Although those pictures are old enough now to where they're in a physical album. It's a physical picture rather than, like, on a camera. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. Maybe not. But I was, you know, just imagine a fairly, you know, normal weight child, okay? I've always been a bigger girl, okay? And I'll get to that later, if I remember. But, yeah. Everything changed, however, from that healthy, normal weight girl who didn't exercise necessarily, but didn't eat, like, junk food or anything like that. Everything changed when I moved to Phoenix with my sister, okay? So that's when everything changed. We would be eating at Burger King every single day. Well, not every single day. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but as far as I can remember, we would be at Burger King a lot of times. Every time we would go out, we would crave Burger King or McDonald's or anything like that, and we had them fairly close. So we would always constantly be, like, at Burger King and McDonald's and blah, 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 blah. I would play in the little playground, but I mean, come on, girl, you just ate a freaking... And I wasn't one of those people that was like, oh yeah, Happy Meal. Maybe that was me when I was in Mexico, but Later on, when I moved to Phoenix, nuh-uh, girl. I literally always liked the normal adult size, like, burgers and stuff. So, Big Mac, I remember I used to get burgers and all that stuff. I gained a lot of weight. This was when I started becoming overweight. And I did notice that because my dad was pretty much the first person who ever let me know that, hey girl, you know, you need to lose some weight. Because every time I would go to him, so I lived in Phoenix at this point. My dad was in Mexico and my mom as well. So I wasn't living with them. And every time I would go over there, he would weigh me and he would be like, yeah, you need to lose weight. Like you're gaining weight. You need to, like, he wasn't rude about it or anything like that. You know, he wasn't getting mad and telling me like, yo, bitch, you're fat, like, lose some weight. No, not like that. He was just like, okay, girl, like, okay, girl, okay, girl, you know, you need to lose some weight. He was like, you know, you need to lose some weight. You need to, you know, you're gaining weight. So I didn't give a shit. Like, I didn't care. I was still gonna eat junk food. You know, we had the store nearby the apartments where we lived, and I would constantly be at that store buying chips, buying cookies, buying everything. So that was my life in Phoenix. Then I moved back to Mexico, and around this time nothing changed. I was still eating junk food. I didn't care. This was a lot when I was in 6th grade when I moved back to Mexico. So I was in Mexico from kindergarten to 1st, and then from 2nd to 6th grade I was in Phoenix, and then from 6th grade all the way until 8th grade. So 3 years I was in Mexico. I didn't care what I ate. I was always eating junk food most of the time, eating chips. Nothing had changed. Then it all kind of changed when I moved back to Phoenix. Well, I went to New Mexico this time, okay? And all throughout 9th grade, I didn't really care what was going on until I started seeing blurry from one eye. Okay, so one of my eyes was blurry, and I would have this really good sight. Like, every time I would look at the board on the teacher's, like, classroom or whatever, you know, the electrical boards that display, like, whatever, the presentations or whatever, I would be able to see really good before that. But after that, I remember I started noticing that one of my eyes, my left eye to be exact, it was a little bit blurry. Like, this one was fine, but this one was blurry. So they took me to a doctor. And then they started doing all these checkups. I needed glasses, but they also started doing these other checkups, and it turned out I was pre-diabetic. So I had come down with pre-diabetes. It had gotten to the point that I was just not giving a shit what was going through my body, that I got pre-diabetes. And this was actually something that was very dangerous for me because most of my family, diabetes runs in my family. My mom has it. A lot of, you know, part of, like, aunts and uncles and all that stuff, they had diabetes. So I was like, oh my god, this was kind of like the first time that it hit me a little bit. But at first it didn't really hit me. At first I didn't really care. They took me to a nutritionist, and then she kind of put it all into perspective. She's like, hey, you know, like, if you don't start eating right, like, if you don't start taking care of yourself, you are going to have diabetes. Like, being pre-diabetic is not being diabetic. You're on the line between diabetic and non-diabetic. Like, your glucose level is at a point where you're almost close to going to the other side, where you have glucose or sugar in your blood. My nutritionist, she was like, hey, you know, you need to take care of yourself. You need to, like, the sugar, like, she started showing me, like, these bottles of soda, even, like, the little cans of soda with sugar packets sugar packets attached to the soda cans with how much sugar measured out that they had. And literally, like, one can of soda has so much sugar. And she was like, you know, sugar is not very good for you in high quantities. Like, you need to start taking care of yourself. So I was like, yeah, you know what? And then she was like, soda, it makes your blood run. I believe soda made my blood run slower. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or, like, a lot of sugar, and you get tired, you get very foggy, your head starts to hurt, you start feeling, you know, shitty, basically. So she was like, you know, start taking care of yourself, you know, instead of eating a candy bar, eat an orange, you know. Orange fruit also has sugar, it has carbohydrates and whatnot, but that's good type of sugar that your body doesn't digest as quickly, so you can have a lot more energy throughout your day. And so she was like, yeah, you know, just try to consume the right kind of foods. And that's, at first I just kind of, like, ignored it or whatever. I would get out of the nutritionist office and kind of go and drink a can of soda and whatnot. But after a while, I stopped going to the nutritionist and I started investigating. I started doing my research, and I learned a whole lot. And since diabetes runs in my family, it wasn't just diabetes. it was these whole plethora of sickness, a whole plethora of different diseases that are linked to the way that we eat. So our nutrition has a lot to do with our health, even more so than other factors such as genetics, exercise, whether or not you exercise. Like, nutrition is the most important thing to maintain a healthy, you know, at least for me, like, I feel like nutrition is the end all be all, as well as stress. Stress is another thing, but that's another topic, okay? But yeah, the nutritionist, she was like, you know, she told me these things, and I only learned more by doing my research. But instead of getting better, I got worse, because that's when I started taking like into consideration the things that I would put into my body had a lot of effect on me, and they also made me gain weight. So even before that, I was already kind of I was already very self-conscious about my weight by the time I was probably in middle school. So by the time I was probably like in 7th or 8th grade, I started getting like really self-conscious about my weight. I started getting very uncomfortable. I also had acne. So I was very self-conscious and very uncomfortable with my appearance. Like, I really, really did not like my appearance. And now looking back at those times, I was like, yo, I wasn't even like fat or anything like that. I wasn't, you know, and I thought, like, compared to how I thought I looked great, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't, you know, I wasn't necessarily like have this awesome body like Hala, but I didn't look like I thought I did, not even close, you know. So that's when it all started. After, you know, I started doing my research, I started getting more you know, more aware of what was going on. So there were a little bit of problems going on in my household at that time, so I was a little bit stressed about that, stressed about school, all that stuff. And then I joined the dance team. So me and a friend, Yumira, the one who also makes videos with me, how are you doing? We joined a dance team, and we started, you know, dancing, exercising. We were going to practices every 2 days a week for about 2.5 hours. 3, I don't even remember how many hours, but I remember we would exercise. And of course, when you're dancing, you do your really good cardio exercise, you know. And I started losing mad weight because of that exercise that I was doing, combined with me not eating. I remember it got so, like, I was just not eating at all. Like, I thought that everything was gonna make me fat. Everything, I don't know what went into my mind that as soon as I realized, like, oh, all these foods, everything, like, my brain, instead of saying, like, oh, just eat more of the right foods, instead of, like, you know, eating the junk that you were eating before, it was as if my brain went to, like, girl, you know, consume nothing, because everything's gonna make you fat, even the food that you should be eating. So I just stopped eating altogether. Like, I would get home and I would be so scared to eat even a loaf of bread. I remember my mom made like this chicken soup, which has vegetables and whatnot. It has rice. It's actually not that bad, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't eat the rice. I only ate the vegetables, which wasn't even all that much. It was a little bit of steamed carrots, a little bit of steamed potatoes, all that stuff. I only ate a little bit of the chicken, and that was it. And then I went to bed. I went on about the rest of my day. So I wasn't eating what I was supposed to, and this is what triggered my eating disorder. I'm saying eating disorder because I'm not sure what you would classify what I had as. I keep saying binge eating disorder, but I don't know. I don't really know, you know? But yeah, and this just kind of triggered this whole range of emotions. I would torture myself so much about whatever little thing that I would eat. I would be like, no, like, even if I ate a little piece of bread, I would be torturing myself. I would be like, no, you need to stop eating all this. Like, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get fat. I went from 163 to 148 in the span of like 2 to 3 months. And I felt really, really great every time that I stepped on the scale. I got so obsessed with stepping on that goddamn scale. I just felt really, really nice about myself. You know, hey, I'm losing all this weight, like, yay. But the thing is, I was losing all that weight, but it wasn't the right way. Like, it was just the way that you're not supposed to lose weight. And I actually, before when I lived in Mexico, a lot of people would go on these diets, like all extreme diets. You need to stop eating for 3 days, or you need to eat nothing but apples for 3 days. I remember one time this girl talked me into going into the apple diet, I believe it was, which was nothing but apples for 3 days, and then you would lose 10 pounds. Well, of course you're gonna lose 10 pounds. Or of course you're gonna freaking lose 10 pounds. And I'm sorry I'm clapping. That's probably annoying you guys. I'm sorry. But of course you're going to, it just frustrates me. Like, of course you're gonna lose 10 pounds. You're eating nothing. Like, Apples are barely anything, you know what I'm saying? It was only like 3 apples and then a little bit of salad and then more apples. And I remember I only lasted like through 1 meal. The rest I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go eat. Like, I'm hungry. That was when I was in Mexico and I was smaller, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that if 15-year-old Edith would have wanted to eat nothing but apples, she would have eaten nothing but apples. And as soon as she ate a little piece of something else, she would have tortured herself. I was torturing myself whenever I ate something that I wasn't supposed to eat. I remember it got so bad to the point that, like, I was so hungry that I just desperately started eating this loaf of bread, like chugging it and crying, and I was just so frustrated with myself for falling apart, even though I had every right to fall apart, because this wasn't a sustainable thing to do. It's not sustainable to stop eating. Your body needs food. Your body needs the calories. Your body needs to consume something, you know what I'm saying? So my body was kind of just telling me, girl, you need to eat, like, stop starving yourself. And then that's when I went loco and I basically went into binge mode. I would binge, I would eat a lot, basically, and it was just more frustrated. You know, I'm just gonna eat whatever, but I feel shitty about it every single time. I'm gaining weight. I hate myself so much. And that brings me to today. So, right now, I'm not as bad as I was when the whole eating thing kicked in. I am, right now, however, I am the heaviest I have ever been, which is why I want to start these, I'm not even going to call it weight loss series. You know what? I'm going to call it the feel good series or something like that, because it's more than just about losing weight. To me, now that I think back on it, on that time when I was just like, you know, wanting so badly to lose weight, to look good, I just completely forgot the big picture, which is the most important thing, more than losing weight, more than looking good, is feeling the best and liking myself no matter what. And now that I think about it, right now, I probably like myself the most that I have ever liked myself, you know what I'm saying? And it makes me a little bit emotional just thinking about it. Like, if you're looking at this video, like yourself no matter what. Like, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get healthier, do it because for you, not so other people can see you look good, you know what I'm saying? Do it just because you want to do it, and don't torture yourself for it. Torturing yourself over something, and it doesn't work, you know what I'm saying? So please don't do that. And also, don't starve yourself. Like, that will only trigger an eating disorder, and it triggers eating disorders in most cases. Eat, you know what I'm saying? And a tip that I can give you is just, although I'm in no place to be giving tips, but I think that this is something that shows, you know, common sense. Instead of eating more of the wrong kind of foods, eat more of the right foods, you know what I'm saying? Instead of taking stuff away, maybe add stuff, but add stuff that is good for you. But most of all, love yourself, because of all these years right now, I like my body, you know, even though I'm at the heaviest I have ever been, but I'm not torturing myself for it, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm not, you know, I do complain like, oh, I need to lose weight, damn it, I'm gonna like go on this trip and I need to lose weight, but I'm not gonna hate myself for it. And if it turns out that I don't lose the desired amount, that I don't look the desired way I want to look, I'm not gonna torture myself for it, you know, because this is the only home that I have, and this is who I am, and this is what God made me, and I'm not gonna torture myself for it, and neither should you, because I truly mean it when I say you are unique and you are incredible in your own way. And instead of worrying, oh. Shit. Jesus. Put my camera more down. Yo, Mickey Mouse in the background. Sorry. I try to, oh, there he is again. Jesus. Okay. Please don't fall. I try to put everything more over there, like, that, don't, trust me, that corner right there is not as clean every single time as it looks here, like I wish, but no, I just moved everything more to that way, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, love yourself no matter what. Like, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I say this, you know, just love yourself, because, you know, right now I don't really have an eating disorder, you know. I do get a lot of cravings, like I'm gonna be honest here, I do get a lot of cravings, but it's nothing where my anxiety takes care of me, yeah, right, but like takes over me and overpowers me so much that I just get really, really desperate and afraid around food, and neither should you. Like, don't treat food as an enemy. Treat food as something that you need, as something that, you know, but you don't become super dependent on that. I don't even know where I'm hinting at here. Don't make food the most important thing in your life, but understand that food is important, but it's not the most important. But yeah, if you don't eat, you'll die. Oh my god, I literally don't know how to explain this, you know, but just don't get obsessive over food. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that is my eating disorder story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you did by giving it a thumbs. Oh my god. This lipstick's like a paint. It feels like paint on my lips, but I really, really like it. So I just completely messed up. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you really liked it. Like I said, by giving it a sexy thumbs up. Sexy thumbs up? Yeah, sexy thumbs up. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I make videos with one of my best friends, Yumira, which she only uploaded one freaking video of all the times, but whatever, you know. Oh, that's okay, I guess. Yumira, upload more videos. What are you thinking, girl? We don't live in the same state, which is why I'm saying this, but like always, feel free to subscribe if you want to check out more videos, and if you don't, then just watch us, you know. But if you like us, you know, feel free to come back. We'll be trying to post videos every time, you know, we feel creative. Even though this wasn't really all that creative, but I wanted to tell you guys this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you lovelies in the next video.